Hello, everybody. Welcome back, or a new welcome for those that haven't been before. This is Sing with Sharon. I am Sharon, funnily enough. And we just have half an hour singing, doing some musical games and some warm-ups and some fun songs together. So that's the idea, that we enjoy ourselves and improve our voices all at the same time. I tend to theme things. So the thought today was about kind of togetherness, because obviously in the lockdown we can't be together physically more than 2 meters for those in different households, but we can find other ways of coming together and joining together and doing things together, which is what we're doing right now. Also, for those that haven't been before, part of the reason that I do this live stream is because of my work at Grace College in Gateshead, here in the northeast of England. And so I've been doing singing there, and so we wanted to just continue this singing together, even though we're in lockdown and we're all separate. So anybody from Grace College, give a shout out to you. Remember, you can type in the comments in the chat, and I'll give you a shout out, etc. So we do a bit of a warm up and stretching out. So I'll just take you through that. We'll just do a simple one. First of all, I just want you to put your feet into the ground, wiggle your toes, drum your heels into the ground. You can hear it in my voice if you go ah. If you're drumming your heels into the ground, it makes your voice go all wobbly ah. Okay, and then you want your feet to be hip distance apart. Waggle your knees so they're nice and loose. You want your tailbone tucked under. You want a long spine and a long neck. So imagine you've got a string through your spine and at the top of your head, a bit like a puppet, and you're just gonna pull yourself up with that string. And then I want you to lower yourself back down to the ground slowly, but try and keep your head where it is. So we've had a little comment from Liz H. Monday greetings to Sharon and everyone. Yes, I echo your sentiment. Monday greetings to everybody out there. So we're just doing our posture. So I just want you to roll your shoulders a couple of times around. That's it. And pull them back. Really open that chest out. And then give yourself a hug. Okay, nice hug. Being kind to yourself. And open back out again. And give a shake. So the idea is, obviously, sometimes when we're doing a lot of sitting around, we can let our shoulders hunch forward, etc., and let our back slump. And we're trying to counteract that today when we're singing. So remember that. Standing tall, or if you're sitting down, make sure you're sitting right on your sitting bones and sitting up nice and tall. All right. And we also need to, I'm just going to remind you about using your tummy muscles for supporting your singing and for supporting your breath. So give me a shh, shh, shh. Shh, 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 shh. Shh, 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 shh. There you go. Keeps your brain alive as well, trying to listen and then respond. So you're using those tummy muscles to help support your voice. Can we just give a gentle mmm? That's it. Mmm. And you just use those tummy muscles to get your voice to go a little higher. Mmm. You can also use your eyebrows if you see. Mmm. What we don't want to do is we don't want to lift our chin up while we're trying to get the high notes, okay? So try and keep your chin down. Remember that long spine, string through your spine out the top of your head so that doesn't move. But we just go, and you use those tummy muscles. Ready? Try that. So with that in mind, I'm just going to do a little exercise, which I do with all ages. And it's a little exercise that I made up years and years and years ago called Plasticine Person. And there are lots of variations now on it. But yes, this is the original one, Plasticine Person. And you basically Imagine you've got some plasticine or some Play-Doh or whatever, and you make a little person, and that person goes for a walk. Okay? And gets to a lift, so calls the lift by going ding. So just try that. Ding. And goes up in the lift. So we're going to go and another ding at the top. Ding. Cool. So just when you're doing that slide, just nice and gentle. Wherever your voice goes is fine. And then we're going to put on a parachute. So in my imagination, a parachute sounds like this. Shh, shh, clunk. Okay, so putting the straps on and then making sure you do up the tie. Ready? And shh, shh, clunk. And then we parachute off the top of the building. Whee! And at the bottom we go splat, splat. So try and do it at the same time as my hands clap together. Ready? And splat. Cool. And the idea is, I know you've got your parachute on. People have pointed this out to me before, but because you're made of plasticine or some sort of squishy Play-Doh, then you're still going to go a little bit splat on the pavements. But because it's all magic, back to normal. Okay, so we're just going to do that little scenario one more time, and then I'm going to add things in. So here we go. Call the lift. Ding. Go up in the lift. Ding. Put on the parachute. Shh. Shh. Clunk. Whee! Splat. Back to normal. Okay, so the idea of using this is that we're just using our voice in a different and imaginative way. So normally I would ask the group that I'm singing with for some more ideas about the story. And of course we're trying to encourage people to do lots of more story making, storytelling, and also reading stories. Okay, so we're going to add to that. So I'm going to give you an example of some of the things that people have added in the past. So when we parachute off the building, instead of landing on the pavement, we're going to land on a trampoline and go boing, boing, boing. We're going to then go off into a pool of water with a splash. And then in that pool of water is a shark. So we're going to do 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 chomp, and that's the end. Okay, so here we go from the beginning, going for a walk. Do 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 do. Ding. Ding. Put on that parachute. Shh, shh, clunk. Parachute down. Whee! On the trampoline. Boing, boing, boing. Splash. Do 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 chomp. There we go. And of course you can be as inventive as you want. I have to say, when I've done it with some teenagers, it tends to be quite brutal. Lots of dismemberment of this poor plasticine person. So do remember to do some nice things for the plasticine person as well when you're trying that out at home. All right, so that's our voice kind of warmed up a little bit. But I also wanted to do a little bit more rhythm kind of things with you as well. So here's a little, I learnt it as a chant. Well, in fact, I learnt it in a junk percussion. I'm afraid I can't remember who taught me it, but I learnt it in a junk percussion workshop. And so lots of percussionists, or some percussionists, use words and sentences in order to help people remember what the rhythm is. Rhythm being just a pattern of sounds. Some percussionists hate using words, so it's a bit of love it, hate it kind of thing. But anyway, so we have 4 different kind of lines. So the first one, very simple, all right? So it just goes 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. Just join in. 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Goes around like that. Now you could try it if you wanted to get into some percussion or anything like that. You could find a pencil and a pan or something like that. Or if you have any instruments or percussion around, or you could find a tabletop to bang on. So you can have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. Again, like that. And then we have, we are the champions. Okay. 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 Now I'm going to put this away, but we'll bring that back in a second. So we are the champions. Okay. You can try clapping it. We are the champions. Okay. We are the champions. Okay. Something like that. And then we have the third one is what they call a clave, 2-3 clave in music. Those of you musicians out there, any GCSE musicians watching, for example, we have, and you have a gap, you have a kind of Sunday, cup of tea, Sunday, cup of tea, Sunday, cup of tea, Sunday, cup of tea. And the last one just uses some different countries. South Africa, Cuba, Mozambique. South Africa, Cuba, Mozambique. South Africa, Cuba, Mozambique. South Africa, Cuba, Mozambique. So, as a vocalist, that's all. It's all great having the chants or different body percussions, etc. But I wanted to also use my voice when I was doing this, so I put a little tune to each one. So the first one goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and etc. Now, if that feels comfortable to you and you like that best, that we need lots of people to stay on that one. So you could try just doing that one, but I'll teach you the rest as well. We have the We Are the Champions, which goes, we are the champions, okay. 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 Which is a little bit higher, but still kind of very middle-ish. And then this is a little higher still. This one goes, Sunday, cup of tea, Sunday, cup of tea, Sunday, cup of tea, Sunday, cup of tea. Great. And then the last one is probably the highest level, if you like. It's highest in pitch, but it's also the highest in complexity. So it's got the South Africa, Cuba, Mozambique, South Africa, Cuba, Mozambique, South Africa, Cuba, Mozambique, South Africa, Cuba, Mozambique. All right. So your challenge is to choose one of those to be your one. And when I get to that one, then you start singing with me and then just keep singing that one. So if you prefer the 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to be singing most of the way because I'm going to start with that one and then add through. Just to help me and you guys a little bit, I've recorded just the piano and the and one of the parts, so we can hear what we sound like against one of the parts. So it changes partway through, but you stick on whichever one you're going to do. So I'm going to do 2 times the first one, and then 2 times around the second one, 2 times around the third, 2 times around the fourth one. So you just join in with whichever one, or all of them if you want to try all of them. So here we go. Let's try this one. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move on to the next one. We are the champions. Okay. We are the champions. Okay. Then next one. Sunday, cup of tea. Sunday, cup of tea. South Africa, Cuba, Mozambique. South Africa, Cuba, Mozambique. gives you a little flavour of what it's like. My particular passion and love is singing together. So this is a really good one to just get people singing together in a very simple way, because you just got very short repeated phrases, but they can sound great together. So that's that one. I'm going to now teach you a round, but with a difference. I've done this with several songs, pop songs. So this is a pop song called Best Day of My Life. It's by a group called American Authors. So you should listen to the whole song sometime because it's great. But I've taken little bits of the song and made it into a round. So I'll teach you it. So it's, if you know the whole song, it's not the whole song, it's just a little bit of it. And then we'll hear how it sounds together. Okay, so dreams are big and loud. So we had this dum 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 at the beginning is a bit like a bass line. Dum 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 So you don't do it as many times as that normally, but that's just to get us into it. So you would do it once and then it would lead into the next thing. The next thing is, I had a dream so big and loud, I jumped so high I touched the clouds. Oh, 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 oh. So we're going to try that again. So I'll do a little bit. I had a dream so big and loud. Your turn. I had a dream so big and loud, I jumped so high I touched the clouds. I jumped so high I touched the clouds. Then you have this oh 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 twice. Oh 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 oh. So let's try all of that. I had a dream. Ready? And I had a dream so big and loud, I jumped so high I touched the clouds. Oh 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 oh. Great. So let's see how that goes in together. So from the dum dums, it goes like this. Join in if you think you've got it already. It goes dum 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 dum. I had a dream so big and loud, I jumped so high I touched the clouds. Oh 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 oh. Then you've got the next bit, which is never gonna look back. Whoa, never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. Right, so never gonna look back. Whoa, try that. Ready? And never gonna look back. Whoa, never gonna give it up. No, never gonna give it up. No, you just gotta have your teeth ready. Never gonna give it up. Okay, so be ready for that. And then you got please don't wake me now. Try that. Please don't wake me now. And then we're into what is the chorus of the song, which is woo, ooh, ooh, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. So I'll break that down. Woo, ooh, ooh, ready and this is going to be the best day of my life. Again, get your teeth ready. This is going to be the best day of my life. Then you have my life. Ready? My life. So let's try whole of that one from the woohoo. Ready? And woo, ooh, this is going to be the best day of my life. And then you're back into the dum 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 dum. I had a dream so big and loud, I jumped so high I touched the clouds. Oh 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 oh. Never gonna look back. Whoa, never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. Okay, so we are gonna try now with a recorded version, so we can hear how it is, what it's like singing with different parts going on. So we're gonna do it one time through together, and then we'll try doing the thing where we wait a little bit and then come in. Okay, so fingers crossed. This is where I haven't practiced it like this, so this is where it could go horribly wrong. Let's see. So I'll just dum 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 dum. Here we go. I had a dream so big and loud, I jumped so high, I touched the clouds. Oh 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 oh. Never gonna look back. Whoa, never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. Chorus. Woo, ooh, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. So we're gonna wait for that one. So we're gonna start. Ready? And I had a dream so big and loud, I jumped so high, I touched the clouds. I had a dream so big and loud, I jumped so high, I touched the clouds. Oh 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 oh. Never gonna look back. Whoa, never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. Ooh, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. I had a dream so big and loud, I jumped so high, I touched the clouds. Oh 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 oh. Never gonna look back. Whoa, never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. Here we go. Ooh, ooh, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. And then the other part's finished. Never gonna give it up the best day of my life. Please don't wake me now. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. Okay. So you can see how. So anybody who's might be studying studying music or anything like that, it's an interesting challenge to do. So any of you GCSE musicians out there, because what you're looking for is songs which use the same chords for most of the song, which you can find. There are some great songs out there that just use the same 4 chords or 3 chords. And we've done the 3-chord mashup before, haven't we? So yeah, and then you just take little phrases and then see if they fit over the top, and you can make something like this out of it. So I have one more song about togetherness. So obviously this lots of people are finding this situation really difficult, and I think there's lots of things that make a difference to that. And one is this being able to connect to people, even if it's just virtually, even if you're just feeling like you're part of something else that's happening. And people do that in lots of different ways. They could just be phoning someone and speaking to a friend on the phone, or sending cards, or doing things like this virtually. So this last song that I'm going to teach you, this is called, or I'm going to teach you part of it anyway. It's called Together, and I learnt it from a great music leader called Andrew Scott. And I know some of my pupils at Grace College used to work with Andrew when they were in their primary school. Andrew lives up here in the northeast, and he's been running, for example, a teen choir called Swingbridge Singers for years and years and years. and they're great. We've done all sorts of things. So yeah, highly recommend Swing Bridge Singers as well. I'm sure they're probably on YouTube somewhere. But yes, this song is the English language version of an African song called Maliswe. So I will show you now the lyrics. I don't know how, we'll see how far we get through. Okay, so we're going to start with the chorus of Together. So it goes like this. I'll sing the whole thing. It goes, together we are creating together, participating together, we're celebrating a world culture of peace. I will break it down for you. So we've got together. If you can get that, you can join in this song, okay? So let's try a big breath and go together. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Together. And then we've got we are creating. Try that. We are creating. And then again together. Participating together. We're celebrating. So those are all very similar. Where I would breathe is after the together. Together. Breathe. We are creating together, breathe. Participating together, breathe. We're celebrating, then there's a little space to breathe here. A world culture of peace, a world culture of peace, a world culture of peace. Okay, so we're going to try all of that together, as it were. I'm just going to have to keep saying the word together. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. Together. We are creating together, participating together, we're celebrating a world culture of peace. Again, together, we are creating together, participating together, we're celebrating a world culture of peace. So that is our chorus. So we have got time still to do maybe a verse. So what we might do is, just so we don't run over too long, I could do the question, which is, I said, what? And you go, let's get our act together. Let's get our act together. And I'll go, when? You go, time is now and forever. Where? It's here as it's everywhere. So your response is always the same kind of notes. So let's get our act together. Time is now and forever. It's here as it's everywhere. And then, of course, the last line. A world culture of peace. So I will do the questions and you do the answers. Okay? So I'll start. I'll also sing your answers as well. I said, what? Let's get our act together. When? Time is now and forever. Where? It's here as it's everywhere. A world culture of peace. Try again. I said, what? Let's get our act together. When? Time is now and forever. Where? It's here as it's everywhere. A world culture of peace. So we have together, we are creating together, participating together, we're celebrating a world culture of peace. I said, what? Let's get our act together. When? Time is now and forever. Where? It's here as it's everywhere. A world culture of peace. Together, we are creating together, participating together, we're celebrating a world culture of peace. So we have a last bit that I'll just try and squeeze in before we finish. It's a little bit like the last two things we've done in terms of you can choose one of these to stick on. If you've got a lower voice, for example, you go together, 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 a world culture of peace, a world culture of peace. Or you can just stick to the a world culture of peace. But let's try that and then we'll try and put it together. So you got together, 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 a world culture of peace. Okay, so I think what we'll just do that bass part in when we get to it. However, if you've done this before and you know any of the other parts, just stick them in, because I'm sure there are some of you out there who have done this before. Here we go from the beginning. You can clap, you can go together, we are creating. Or if you manage to get something earlier, something, if you have some kind of instrument as well, you can join in with this. Okay, here we go. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Together, we are creating together, participating together, we're celebrating a world culture of peace. I said, what? Let's get our act together. Where? Time is now and forever. Where? It's here as it's everywhere. A world culture of peace. Together, we are creating together, participating together, we're celebrating a world culture of peace. Then you got together, 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 a world culture of peace. Together, we are creating together, participating together, we're celebrating a world culture of peace. Very good. Well joined in. Thank you very much for coming. As always, do subscribe and click on the notifications bell if you want to know when the next ones are, but it is every weekday at 1:30, so please do try and join us. Or if you miss that, just come on my channel and watch it later and join in later. It should be suitable for the whole family. And I just leave you with that thought of how can you come together with someone. It could be someone in your household and do something fun together in your household. Or if there's some people that you're missing who are not able to come, who are not part of your household, just go and give them a call, drop them a quick Facebook hi, something virtual. Or if you're wanting to connect to other people, there are plenty of community groups, etc., that are out there. I've got lots of choirs. Just check out on my YouTube and my website. There's loads of arts and craft groups, instrumental groups. Everybody's just doing their best online to keep together. So I hope you all keep together. Hopefully see you tomorrow at 1:30. Stay well and keep singing.